So Congress wants states to continue to provide residents with the boosted federal unemployment benefits. We have a ton of news to go over, everybody, in today's fourth stimulus check update, so you want to be sure to stay until the end of this video. Now, there remains little evidence that states successfully nudged people back to work by ending the federal unemployment benefits early. 26 states withdrew jobless support in June and July, and their governors believed enhanced jobless aid offered an incentive to stay home instead of work. Now, data suggests other factors are playing a larger role. That's according to economists. They cite ongoing health concerns, childcare issues, and expanded savings, among a host of issues sidelining workers even amid record job openings.
I think most people know is the very rich are becoming much richer while working families are struggling. And what we are saying is maybe, just maybe, now is the time for government to represent ordinary people, not just wealthy campaign contributors.
Now, federal benefit programs officially ended on Labor Day, and this unemployment cliff impacted more than 8.5 million people who lost all of their benefits. Now, workers' response to the first unemployment cliff suggests the Labor Day end also won't provoke a surge of job growth. Most people who lost federal aid in June were now reemployed by early August, and that led to a nearly $2 billion spending cut. So, there are reasons to believe an impact may be pronounced in the remaining half of states. For one, the Labor Day cliff, which impacted big states like California and New York, affected a larger volume of workers than the one over the summer, perhaps making it easier to spot a job impact in available data. But the crisis may be making unemployed workers nervous and leading employers to struggle finding people for open job positions, especially for in-person work.
Want us to expand Medicare to cover dental, eyeglasses, and hearing aids. The fossil fuel industry doesn't want us to tackle climate change. This is a consequential and enormous struggle. We're going to win it.
Americans are still sitting on elevated savings, perhaps partly due to enhanced benefits, allowing unemployed workers more time to find the best-fitting jobs. Relatively fewer workers have received incentive payments in the states that created special return-to-work bonuses to encourage unemployed people to take jobs earlier this year, as businesses complained they couldn't find workers early this year. Republican governors cut federal unemployment benefits, including an extra $300 per week, that they claimed caused workers to refuse low-paying jobs. But 9 states used relief funds to create signing bonuses, ranging from $1,000 to $2,000, to encourage people to resume work. Several Democratic-led states did not cut federal unemployment benefits, also offered employment incentives. Congressional Democrats did not expect states to cut federal unemployment benefits, or to use the relief money for employment incentives. The Republican lawmakers have proposed bonuses as an alternative to more generous unemployment benefits. So House Democratic leaders said a vote on the bipartisan infrastructure deal will be held next week, amid tensions within the party over the size, scope, and timing of President Biden's domestic agenda. Majority Leader Steny Hoyer said Tuesday the plan will be put up for a vote next Monday or Tuesday, despite questions over whether it will have enough Democratic votes to pass, as Democrats look to push both the infrastructure deal and a budget resolution. Schumer and Pelosi have been pushing a 2-track plan for months, a strategy that has earned support from the White House. The first part of the plan is the bipartisan infrastructure deal, which passed the Senate earlier this year, with support from numerous Republicans. The deal spends about $500 million in new money to address traditional infrastructure priorities, like bridges, roads, and waterways. The second part is an ambitious, multi-trillion-dollar budget that will address the climate change and vastly expand the nation's social safety net, which will be paid for in part by new taxes on higher-income Americans and corporations. Democrats can pass the budget with 50 votes through a process known as reconciliation, a parliamentary maneuver that sidesteps the filibuster, but doing that will require the support of every Democrat, plus the 2 independents that caucus within the party. Now, Politico reported that moderate senators like Kirsten Sinema have said that she would not vote for the budget deal unless the House held a vote by September 27th. Biden has worked to win over Sinema in recent months, but she has frustrated her fellow Democrats on several fronts since the president took office. On the other side of the caucus, more progressive Democrats are insistent that they have the votes to block the infrastructure deal in the House. Jay Powell, chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, reiterated on Friday that the majority of her 96-member group is ready to vote no on the bipartisan deal if a vote is held prior to the budget passing the Senate. Everybody, thank you for watching. I truly appreciate everybody's amazing support. If you have any more questions about the fourth stimulus check, then be sure to leave them in the comments below. Until next time, everybody, have a great day and stay safe.
As a result of the American Rescue Plan, Mr. President, we cut childhood poverty in the United States of America by over 50%. And for black and brown families, that cut was even higher. Year after year, the United States has the highest rate of childhood poverty of any major country on earth. We took a major step forward in cutting childhood poverty. And now it is clear to me, and I think to people all across this country, that we must extend the $300 a month per child direct payment that working class and middle class families now receive. And let me be very clear, if we do not pass the reconciliation bill and not continue those payments, we would once again plunge the children of this country, millions of them, back into poverty, and that is morally unacceptable. Furthermore, in the United States of America, every person should be outraged by the dysfunctionality of our child care system. I don't think there's anybody who disagrees with that. We have millions of people who cannot find child care. We have families in Vermont and Maine paying 20, 30, 40% of their limited incomes for child care, which is pretty crazy. We have child care workers who are employed at starvation wages. The system is not working. It is broken. It is dysfunctional. And it is not a radical idea to say that every family in America, when mom goes to work and dad goes to work, should be entitled to high quality and affordable child care. A lot of studies out there that says that the best investment we can make in federal dollars is to our children. And that's why we have got to expand what we're doing in child care. And under this legislation, no working family in this country will be paying more than 7% of their income for child care.
Our children are women. When we talk about child care for our women and for our families, who are caring for our children? Women. When we talk about when our elders need that daily care, who's walking in the door? The majority are women. You know, I was a dear, dear friend of Aretha Franklin, and she said, "What you need, I got it." All I'm asking for is a little respect. And that respect comes in pay. That when we take those we care the most about, our children and our elders, and we say they're the most